Okay, so let's take the, let's derive the Ricci tensor from the Riemann tensor, but this time using the metric. So if we have an RCA DB and we want an RAB, we want a CD here, and so GD, the inverse metric, GCD, acts with RCADB, but RCADB comes from the object that we've seen before with one, with the Riemann tensor with one upper index. So that's READB, and we're going to lower that to a C, so we have a GCE. So here's the object that we've identified as the curvature tensor, and we use the metric that we're familiar with two lower indices, a 0, 2 object, to get this object, and then we use the inverse metric to get the Riemann, the Ricci tensor. So let's go through this operation, and so it's RAB that we're doing here, which is so this is GCD, and this is this, so we have GCE READB, and we'll see that we'll end up where we were before. So this becomes, let's start summing. Let's sum on C, G0D, G0E, EADB, plus G1D, G1E, READB. Well, so in principle, we need to do this up to 3. Let's just go through it for practice. Plus G3D, G3E, READB. So this is equal to, now we can start summing on D, and we get we're summing on E here, so we get G0D, G00, R0, ADB, oops, plus G0D, G01, R1, ADB, G02, R2, ADB, plus G0D, G03, R3, ADB, plus G, I'm finished with the 0, so now I'm doing the 1. G1D, G10, R0, plus G 2D R3 ADB. And this is equal to G0D, G00, so let's assume all the cross terms are 0. And this gives us, right, so if the cross terms are 0, we have G00, the inverse, that's 1, R0, sorry, I'm summing on D, but I am only keeping the ones that are. So this is a 0, 0, A, B, plus here it's only D1, so we get G11, G11, that's equal to 1, R1A1B, plus G22, G22, R2A2B, plus G33, G33, R3A3B, and this, right, this is just 1, so we get R0A0B, which is gamma 0 AB, that's 0. Minus gamma E, A1, gamma 1, EB, and that's what we had before. Well, that's the one that we actually call the Riemann tensor with the positive terms. So we just derived that same object using the metric.